What up, B Squad? It is your boy JB, and we are here today, you guys, with another brand new review. This is going to be Baddies Africa Season 7, Episode number 4, you guys. The episode was titled, I think it was Trio versus Trio, and it was a lot. But before we do get into it, if you guys are watching this video or any other video on the channel and you guys aren't subscribed yet, then I need you guys to do me a solid favor and stop taking me out on this date and having me pay for it at the end of it. You guys know the routine. You can do me that favor by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, turning on your post notifications, and also by sharing the video, you guys. And with that out of the way, without further ado, you guys, let us go ahead and discuss Baddies Africa, shall we? Alright, you guys, so this episode, it was nothing more than chaotic, right? So we start up with Summer and Cold Killer fighting each other, right? Now, I will say, I didn't mention it in the last review, but I noticed it when Cold Killer punched Summer and that cloud of white powder, sugar, flour, whatever it is, I'm still confused as to what that was, right? Now, what I will say with this fight, I really can't tell you guys who I feel won, because Summer was getting some hits in, and so was Cold Killer. So I can't really be like, oh, Summer beat Cold Killer's ass or Cold Killer beat Summer's ass. Like, I can't really say that because I just don't really know who to give the crown to with that. So y'all can leave it in the comment section who y'all think won that fight, right? Now, then we get to Dolly's old delusional ass, right? Y'all, when I tell y'all I'm sick of Dolly, I'm sick of Dolly. And for multiple reasons, I'm sick of Dolly. Like, Dolly is doing the most, right? Dolly is doing the most when it comes to this trio stuff. It's like, man, you too old to be talking about a trio. But I even said the same thing about Taseki last season when she was talking about her and Biggie and Anna were a duo. Y'all are a trio. You're not a duo. But, like, what the hell? So then Dolly got an issue with Cold Killer because Cold Killer called Summer Winter. I was like, but Winter was and see, I just called her Winter. Summer was disrespecting the hell out of, damn, you close to my car. Summer was disrespecting the hell out of Fauna. So what are we talking about? So then Cold Killer and Dolly get into a fight with each other. Now I will say, that first round, baby, I'm gonna have to give it to Cold Killer. I think Cold Killer was taking it with Dolly in that round. Now that second round that they fought, I'm gonna have to go and say Cold Killer, Dolly got you on that ground, and she was binking you, right? So I'm gonna give it to her. So then Dolly decides that she wants to address Pretty P, and she wants to tell Pretty P, like, yeah, the beef that we had last season, let's not bring that into this season. But I was like, but girl, y'all fought them in Atlanta. So are you delusional? When you got hit by Ivory, did it knock the marbles loose in your brain? Because it would be up and stuck with you. And so then not Dolly, but Pretty P is talking about how she gonna throw Summer in the pool, and Dolly's like, nah, you're not gonna do that. If she want to, what you gonna do? Well, I know what you're gonna do. You're gonna try to jump her. So then we move over, and so we see Ivory. So Ivory, y'all, Ivory's neck is so damn thick. I'm like, is it the tattoo on her neck that's making her neck look so, I mean, her neck is huge. So Ivory went to go check on Fauna and K Rican, right? So they talking about the stuff that happened with Summer and Dolly, how Lex was neutral in the situation. And then Ivory's also talking about this whole stuff with LCK. And the stuff with LCK last week was so stupid. LC fighting K Rican because of what you heard she said, or her blowing smoke in your face. And it's all, like, all of these fights are really, to me, just dumb as hell. But we here for it, right? Now, Ivory asked K Rican if, you know, she and LCK can basically squash the beef with them. I was like, what beef is there between these two, right? So she said, you know what? I'm going to call in Lex and LCK, right? when she said I'm gonna call him LCK, K Rican was like, well, it's gonna be up and stuck with her. So they come in immediately. K Rican and LCK get to squabbling with each other, right? Now, honestly, if we're gonna keep it a buck with each other, I don't think either one of them won. Once again, I realize what LCK is doing. LCK is trying to wrestle this girl, whereas K Rican is bing, 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 binging her in the back of the head. I'm like, baby, if you don't swing. Then I was looking at LCK, and this is nothing personal against anybody, but I was looking at LCK. I was like, something is up with her eyes. But then I finally figured out what was up with her eyes. One eye looks straight at you. The other eye kind of goes off to the other side. I was like, oh, you got a lazy eye. Okay. You lazy eyed and you cockeyed. Okay, cool. Nothing wrong with that, right? So they fought another round. I was like, y'all not tired? They said no. Now, in this particular round, I'm going to have to defend Big Lex. So Lex tried to break up the fight. And so when, what's her name? I think it was Fauna. So when Fauna saw this, Fauna jumped in and started fighting Lex. I was like, oh, great. Here we go with this. So then you hear Lex talking about, bitch, 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 bitch. I was like, girl, do you always have to just, every hit got to be a bitch after the hit? So they break that fight up, right? And Lex still wants to go another round with Fauna. So Fauna was like, let me catch my breath. When she caught her breath, she was on the bed. She leaped off that fucking bed onto Lex. They went in between the beds and they were fighting. I was like, well, damn. One thing I will say is Fauna was hanging in there with Lex. She was hanging in there with Lex. Now, will I say that she beat Lex? I don't know who won that fight. I'm gonna let y'all tell me who y'all think won that fight. Now we move on and we see Diamond. So Diamond met up with Anna. Y'all, this scene with Diamond and Anna, I was hella confused, and I'm hella confused because of Anna. So Anna, well, once again, Diamond still got this neck pillow around her neck. I was like, girl, you are doing the most, but whatever, right? So Anna is letting Diamond know, yeah, girl, I'm here in Cape Town, but I'm about to go home. I said, say what now? You about to do who? You're going home. So you flew, let me see, because I'm pretty sure she probably flew from Atlanta. We finna look this up. How long is the flight from Atlanta? From Atlanta to Cape Town? Because that's a long ass flight. That is a long ass flight. 14 hours and 45 minutes. So you mean to tell me you flew all the way to Cape Town to, I mean, you probably got paid for this, but that's stupid, Anna. I get that you don't want to give Natalie the satisfaction of thinking that she fired you. That's fine. That's cool. But why would you? Hell no. I wouldn't waste my money. Now, if Zeus paid for it, then, by all means, go on ahead and have it, right? Go on ahead and have it. But I just thought that was stupid. So then Diamond told Anna about her fighting Tavi, whatever her name is. And that's it. Anna's gone. So season 7, this is it for Anna. This is the last episode we're gonna see Anna, because I kept wondering why was I'm still wondering why the hell is Anna in the theme song, in the opening credits. Why? Also, Zeus, I need y'all to give me a skip button for that. I need a skip button for that, because I don't want to hear it. I damn sure don't want to hear Natalie. But moving on, you guys. So we see as Dolly sat down with Ivory. So Dolly wants to sit with Ivory to make sure that, she and Ivory, it ain't no beef with them. They on good terms. This is weird to me, you guys. I'm sorry. If me and you were once cool, and then you go as far as to put your hands on me, no, we're not going to be cool. But hey, Ivory said that she cool with her, and then they talked about the whole fight between Lex and Fauna and all of that. Moving on, they good. She also let her know that she's cool with Pretty P. Again, anybody that put their hands on me, we ain't gonna be friends. But hey, whatever. So then after that, we see Natalie. So Natalie sat down and talked with the first trio. Well, it's too many trios for me. So she sat down with Fauna, Cold Killer, and K Rican, right? So she wants to know what the beef is with them. They're telling her about the beef with Summer and how Summer wants to disrespect Fauna's name, and how K Rican, no, not K Rican, Cold Killer had called Summer Winter, and so Dolly felt the way about that. So Natalie's letting them know that they're getting ready to go to the club. They can't be fighting in the club, because if they fight in the club, they're going to be banned from South Africa. And so she just wants everything to be put on the table. I'm like, girl, bullshit. But I would hope that them girls don't fight in the club. But hey, if they do, then y'all fuck. But if I'm not mistaken, I did hear that they did get banned from South. If I'm not mistaken, y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. But I did hear that they had got banned in South Africa. Now, it might not have been at this point, but I've heard that they got banned. The baddies got banned. How true that is, I don't know. Because from what I heard, it has something to do with Summer. But y'all correct me if I'm wrong. So then Natalie sat down with the other group of girls, and that was Tavi Baby, Russian Cream, and Elsie. So Natalie wants to know what the beef is with them, right? So Tavi chimes in, and she says that when the cameras went down the night before, the other girls had jumped LCK. I was like, okay, that makes sense. You know, be there for the girl who got jumped. I'm cool with that, right? So then LCK says that, I don't know if it was K Rican. I'm pretty positive it was K Rican she's talking about. Somebody was talking about her husband and her kids. So, and I was like, so you still ain't like LCK. That alone, even if you don't beat a girl up, at least punch a girl. That's my problem when it comes to LCK. You don't swing. Swing, better, swing. You don't swing. So then Natalie told them the same spiel that she told the other girls about going to the club, that, you know, if they fight in the club, they'll get banned. Then she said that they're going to have a house meeting. I was like, a house meeting, Natalie? Every time, from what I saw last season, anytime you call a house meeting, it ends with a fight. And that is exactly what happened with this. So all the girls show up for the house meeting, and Tavi Baby decides that she wants to call the girls out. I was like, oh, great. So Tavi Baby, she started fighting with K Rican. Yeah, K Rican girl, I think it ain't no I think. You got your ass handed to you by Tavi. So then after that, we see Fauna and Tavi fought. Now that one, I'm going to give it to both of them, kind of, sort of. Because I don't really feel like Tavi did anything to Fauna, and I don't really think Fauna did anything to Tavi. But if y'all feel otherwise, definitely leave it down in the comment section and we can discuss it there, right? So after that fight, all you hear is, at one point you just hear LCK screaming. So then we see as Russian Cream and Rican fought. I was like, okay, you wanted that last night, so you finally got that. So then after that, Elsie decides that she just wants to go. She says she snuck K Rican. Girl, you didn't sneak her, because you didn't hit her. You grabbed her. Once again, I'm like, my problem with LCK, girl, you love to bear hug this girl and don't do nothing to her. And she just be hitting you upside the fucking head. And that's exactly what happened, right? So then after that, Tavi and Cold Killer fought. Now, Cold Killer was trying to pull a Scotty by kicking her, but it wasn't really working because Tavi was holding on to that leg, and Tavi was, you know, getting the best of her. What tripped me out was when Cold Killer says she's not no Mike Tyson or nothing like that. So if she got to grab your nipples or, you know, kick you in the, I was like, why would you grab their nipples? But okay, girl. I mean, you did put your foot up Diamond's cooch, so it is what it is, right? So then they finally break up the fight. So Rolly decides to say something to Russian Cream and LCK, because Rolly feels that those two planned the whole thing, because after the fights, which was really weird to me last week too, when the fights were over, how LCK ran up to K Reek saying we gotta talk, we gotta do something, we gotta whatever she said to K Reek, and I thought that was kind of weird, and she said K Reek hit her, which she did, right? So then out of nowhere, Summer gets involved, right? And so Summer and K Reek get to fighting. Now, what I will say, and I hate to say it, K Reek, girl, you let Summer of all people beat your ass, right? So then Fauna and Lex fought, and that's where the episode ended, with Dolly jumping in. I said, here we go with this bullshit. Dolly, if you don't sit your ass down, because you had your hand wrapped up again in this episode like you did last season. Girl, remember what happened last season to you. Sit your accident prone ass the fuck down. Y'all, the preview for next week had me hollering, because they're going to have a brunch with actual food. And you hear Rolly and Scotty screaming, no, don't throw the food. And what the helpers do? The helpers threw the food. I said, bitch, not the one time they feeding y'all asses, and y'all barbaric asses are going to throw the fucking food. Bitch, I hollered when I saw this shit. I laughed. I was like, the one time that Zeus feeds these heifers, y'all disrespect the whole shit and everybody else and throw the fucking food. What a mess, you guys. But that is it for this episode of Baddies Africa. Let me know what you guys thought about it down in the comment section below. Subscribe to the channel, you guys. Turn on your post notifications, and also share the video, you guys. And until the next time, stay safe out there. Take care of yourselves. Wash your hands. Be blessed, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.